If your team is spending 3 hours on one client report, the real problem is not the report. It is what that process is costing your agency behind the scenes. My name is Salam from Insights Titan, where we empower businesses to make better decisions with data and drive growth. 3 hours for a report does not stay consistently as 3 hours. A lot of agencies look at reporting time and think, oh, it's only a few hours. If you manage 10 clients, that 3 hours becomes 30. If you manage 20, that converts into 60. And that is before you look into revisions, explanations, client questions, internal back and forth, and when the data doesn't match. So what looks small on the client level becomes a serious drag for your agency. That is why manual reporting becomes a scaling problem long before most agencies even treat it as one. The time spent is usually not where clients think it's spent, because most of those reporting hours are on admin, or should be considered admin, and they're usually seen as analysis. You're pulling numbers from platforms, you are cleaning spreadsheets, you're reformatting your slides, or basically rewriting the same summary with using different words. Your team is going to be busy, yes. Meanwhile, only thing your client is paying for is clarity. They're paying for judgment, they're paying for better recommendations, and most importantly, they're paying for certainty. Faster reporting is not the win. A lot of people think, oh, the goal is to speed up the dashboard. It's not just speed, because the real win is not that you can build reports faster. The real win is you have spent less time joining this data, but more time being able to analyze and explain the outcome of the campaign and all of the effort we put into it. And that's where good judgment and discipline takes priority. So focus on better reporting and better insight for the client. The fix is usually simpler than most agencies think. Most agencies do not need to completely reinvent their reporting. All they need to do is to remove the friction here and there. And usually that starts with 3 things. First, you want to standardize what goes into your reports. So if every report is being rebuilt from scratch, that process is going to be inevitably slow. Secondly, you want to trim the metrics. A lot of reports are unnecessarily bloated with multiple metrics that your stakeholders don't care about. Thirdly, you want to automate the repetitive parts, like the data ingestion, the data formatting, or even the initial summary draft. One better system can change the whole economics of how you report. When reporting gets cleaned up properly, the difference is not only subtle. A good example is one agency we worked with. They had their reporting taking about 2 hours per client. And after we implemented our workflow and system, they dropped to about 10 minutes per client reporting. That is the kind of result that changes how an agency operates. Not because the team suddenly becomes smarter, but because the process stopped wasting time. And this is an opportunity a lot of clients are missing out on. The bigger risk is not wasted time, it is the time wasted on irrelevant things. This is the part I think about the most, because every hour your team spends in putting together data is an hour not spent on improving the campaigns, explaining the performance, thinking through strategy, or even sharing better recommendations for the client. So yes, manual reporting is more expensive than you think it is. This is where most agencies lose their clients and also margin. If this was useful to you and if it was valuable to you, do like, share, and subscribe. Cheers.